Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setup for today. So DAX is not looking as bad as what the US market's looking. It was a pretty big fall yesterday. Looking at the 8 hour, as I said to you, oscillators grouped to the upside. Be very cautious. We're below the 155 or sort of hovering on it, and still no crossover of the quicker moving averages, which is the 33 and the 60 EMAs. So for me at the moment, we are still forming a series of lower highs. You can see there's high, lower high, lower high, and then this one here, you can see almost got to sort of a double top scenario, but still technically a lower high. So right now what we're looking for is structure, and there is the first bit of structure that we have. It's right here. We still do have this big gap to the downside, so I'll be paying attention to that. Trend is still down. You're looking for areas to short off, and that was a fairly decent area yesterday. If we just get back to the levels we want to pay attention to, 3 hour, you can see beginning of the week, big move up, and then a big move down. Look at the diversions brewing here though. You see there's a low, lower low, prices low, higher low. So pay very careful attention to your charts today. This could very well be an area for a bounce, or alternatively, we're looking for an area to reject. And the most logical area on the 3 hour is going to be, there's two here. I'll show you where I'm picking them up now. Right there. So if you can see that, that's 155. So always first thing I look at is 155. Then look to the left. What is logical? There's a tail there. There's a fractal there at 13919, and there's another one up there at 13697. You can go back a little bit more and you'll see there'll be quite a bit of interaction between those two levels. So that is the area we need to look at. If we start rejecting here, I would expect continuation to close these gaps at least. We need to take out this low for it to actually start to fall further. So just put that level in, and don't put it in there, just put it a little bit higher. Actual facts, take that swing low there. You can see lots of potential support here, and then we sort of rejected it, then bounced back. We haven't come back and test that area, and that was a previous swing low if you look there. So that is an area that makes a lot of sense for targets to the downside. Now, moving on to the hour, this is what we want to pay attention to. So we've been in an uptrend, and now we've broken the moving average to the downside. We've got a crossover. We're looking for a rejection here for a continuation to the downside. If we get above these two levels here, which is 13967, well, that's extreme level, so that's one we need to look at. So 13967, if we get above that and we come back and find support here, then expect us to tag this 1419193 level again. So volatile, guys, really volatile. If we sort of reject this area this morning and form some kind of a little flare going into here, then you're looking for a continuation. First target's going to be this gap, and then the second target is going to be down here at 13546. Lastly, just look at the 15-minute, because that's going to be pretty important today. Nothing really. The levels still stay the same. There's nothing really else here that we need to pay attention to. Just want to check for gaps. No gaps down here. I look at the oscillators, all sort of grouping to the upside. So yeah, I think that's the zone you need to pay attention to. But you want to see a rejection off there. So you're looking for a pin bar, engulfing bar, inside bar, and it needs to be not above the level or just below the level. You can see here's a pin bar that's just below the level. That's not a signal, even though it did play out a little bit. You're looking for a proper rejection of one of these two areas. So 13967 and 13919, those are the two areas to pay attention to. If that fails, guys, then you need to look at it logically. You've broken a trend line. You're looking for a pullback onto some form of structure, and then you're basically looking to buy to the top of the range. Okay, but I think, I think this is a fairly decent opportunity. Just want to add one more level before we go. Spotted that now. There's a swing high. We had a rejection, not quite a retest of it, not quite a one bar retest. We did have a attempt here, but then we just smashed through it. So if these two levels give way, then that would be the next area. Just pay attention to 14,039, possibly even 1,400 being a round number. But that is kind of the view that I've got. More than likely looking for this gap, to be honest. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.